Hey friends, Amy Welch, Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I want to talk to you today about your Plexus business. And this is really for those people who are senior silvers. So the ones who, right, you've hit silver, you're on your way to gold, but you're kind of stalled out. You have maybe 10 or 11 people. This is for the people who have hit gold and have quit. The people or who have stalled out. Even senior golds. I mean, really guys, all the way up through any rank, including mine, Sapphire. First, what I want to tell you guys is, you're amazing. Just because you hit this rank, it's a big deal. You might think it was no big deal. It's huge. Listen, if you're a silver ambassador, you are in the top 7% of the company. Think about that. That's a big deal. If you ranked to gold, you are in the top 1.5% of the company. Guys, if you're senior gold, you are in the top 0.6% of the company. Do not underestimate how far you have come. Do not underestimate your success. I feel so sad whenever I see people hit these ranks, and then because they don't get to their next rank as fast as they imagined in their head, they quit and they give up. Are you in the top 7% of your current company? Are you in the top 10% of your current company? Have you ever been in the top 10% of where you work? I never had. I worked in corporate America. I worked in higher education. I was in administration where I made the good money and worked the long hours. I was never in the top 10%. Guys, this is a big deal. Do not underestimate your success. So there's a reason why we say in this company, if you can go gold, you can go diamond, because it's true. The work you did to get you to gold is the exact same work that's going to get you to diamond. The only difference is you've stopped doing it, right? That's the only difference. So for those of you that have maybe checked out, you think it's too hard, it's taking too long, look, I get the frustration. I get it. Especially when you see other people hitting those ranks that you want and they're hitting them before you. Even people that joined after you or ranked after you are hitting those next ones quicker. But guys, you have to put blinders on. You can't look to the left and to the right and compare. Now you can look to the left and to the right and you can try to see what they're doing that maybe you haven't tried yet. That's good, right? Ask them for their ideas. Instead of comparing and feeling bad, ask them what they're doing. I do that a lot. When I see people at my same rank that are rocking and rolling, I'm like, all right, girlfriend, what are you doing? Tell me. And then I see if it's going to work for my team, and I duplicate it, and I do the same thing. Do not shut down. If you're telling yourself this is too hard, nobody wants to buy, your network's exhausted, you're giving yourself an excuse to get out. And that's fine. This business isn't for everyone, right? Anyone can do it. You've heard us say that. Anybody can be a diamond, but not everybody will, because it does take hard work. Now, is it anything like the work I used to do in my other job? No. No. In comparison, Plexus is easy, but it's hard. And you have to show up every day. And it's hard because it's only up to you. You don't have a supervisor or a manager or a boss or a vice president or a president or a chancellor telling you what to do. You do not really have people, even though your team and your customers are dependent upon you, it's not like that other structure, right? So you do have a team of people. If you're silver, you have a team of people that are depending on you. If you're gold, you had a team of people depending on you. No matter what, you have customers. But I would also say all of these people that you've not shared Plexus with, they're depending upon you too. We have something that can change their lives. We just have to share it. So just because, that's what makes the work hard. You are your own boss. We are our own boss. And especially for someone like me, it is very hard for me to stay focused and structured and work my business, right? Because it's all up to me. Whatever the saying is, it lives and it dies with me. If I get up out of bed and I don't work my business that day and I say I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it this weekend, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it once I have more free time, I'll do it when the kiddo's in school, I'll do it once Steve gets home from work, those are all excuses. That is why you aren't where you want to be. So when you let those excuses creep in, and I get it, there are days I don't want to work my Plexus business. Why? Because yeah, I've been doing it every single day for 2 years, right? But why do I do it? Because my why is bigger than anything else. And if your why is not bigger and you do not believe that you can achieve that why, then you need to start from square one. You need to look back at your why and figure out what that is. My why right now is to help people who want it get the financial freedom that I have found as a jewel. My other why is to take the pressure off of my husband. My other why, I've got major plans for our family and my kiddo. And I'm talking adventures that we never even dreamed of were possible before. I want to provide her with private school, and I don't want her to have to pay for college. Those are my whys. And I want to pay for retirement, and I want to be able to pay for my parents to come along with us and do all of these great adventures together. Those 4 things are bigger than me wanting to stay in bed and not work my business. Those 4 things are bigger than anything because I want it so bad, and I believe Plexus is the ticket to get that for me. So if you don't have that, you need to go back to your why, okay? And also, you guys, think about if you are upset because you haven't hit your rank yet. 1, look at your time frame. Don't compare. How many people have we heard they have these journeys? And some people who are at the top of the company, it took them 8 or 9 months just to hit silver. Do not get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. Don't compare your journey. And you know what? I'm going to be completely vulnerable with you guys. Everyone knows what's not working. Everyone knows what they're not doing. I promise you, if you are not where you want to be in your business, if you've quit, if you haven't hit that rank, if you've lost rank, deep down, you know what it is you need to do. When you look inside yourself and you really look at your business, you know either what you need to do more of, what you need to do less of, and what you need to do consistently. I guarantee it. When you really are honest with yourself, you know what to do. I know what to do. I've been sitting at Sapphire for a year. Now, that is an awesome place to be sitting. Don't get me wrong. I'm so appreciative and so blessed. But I know why I'm still sitting there. Deep down, I know what I need to do. And so when I look at myself, I have to ask myself, then why are you not doing it? Okay? That's what you have to ask yourself. And then you have to do it. You see us all the time say, just don't quit, keep going. And that's true. But if you're not active and you're not working your business every single day, even though you've been an ambassador for 5 years, you still aren't going to be at the top of the company. Just being around and not quitting is not enough. I think sometimes we maybe aren't honest with ourselves in what it actually takes to be successful. There are some things that everyone has to do to be successful. So if the great thing about this is you run your own business the way you want to. You don't have to do anything I do or anything I suggest. You can run it your own way. However, there are some things that everyone has to do to be successful. We know that. You have to talk to new people about Plexus. You have to follow up with your potentials 12 times. You guys know the sales statistics. You have to check in with your customers and love and support your ambassadors. Those things you have to do. You have to log into your back office. You have to look at people's orders, check them every week to make sure they shipped. Provide that customer service to your people. Those are things, guys, you have to do. That's the bare minimum. If you're not doing that, even if you're just kind of hanging out, in 5 years, you're still not going to be where you want to be. Those things you have to do. Everything else, the trainings, the team calls, the VIP events, the opportunity meetings, the retreats, That's all bonus. That's all fluff. Now, that's what's going to help you build your belief in the products and the company and the industry. It's going to help you build sideline relationships and downline and upline relationships. And those are the things that are going to pull you through when the going gets tough. Those are the people you can reach out to and rely on. So all those things are great, but you have to do the basic activities. And I would say if you're not doing those other things and you're not doing the activities, it's really easy to pull away. And that's when that negative mindset comes in. You think you're alone. You think everyone else's business is working better than yours. And you start to feel by yourself. And you feel like whatever you're doing is not working. So don't do that. Listen, guys, let me say these statistics again. If you're a silver ambassador, you are in the top 7.7% of the company. That is a big deal. Don't underestimate it. If you are a gold ambassador, you are in the top 1.7% of the company. Now, if you're a senior silver and you're in between silver and gold, then you're in the top 3% of the company. You should go do a cartwheel and pat yourself on the back and keep pushing for gold, okay? If you're a senior gold ambassador, you're in the 0.69% of the company. Guys, that's huge. If you're ruby, you're in the top 0.2%. And if you're a senior ruby, you're in the top 0.23% of the company. This is a big deal. Do not underestimate it. If you've slid back, that's okay. We're in a low season. That happens. You don't quit. You just focus on the things you can control. What can you control? Your daily activity. Talking to new people, talking to follow-ups, supporting the ones that are still around. If you had a team of 100 people and you lost them all except one, you have one person who's rocking and rolling, you pour your heart and soul into that one person, you lock arms, and you go for it. Okay? This is what determines the people that make it to the top. When times get rough and we're stuck, we don't feel sorry for ourselves. We look and say, what can I do better? What can I do better to hit those goals? Because I promise you guys, it's worth it. Whatever your why is, Plexus can achieve that for you. But you have to show up to go up. Thanks, guys.